This week's multiple choice Monday is easy so long as you know how, and how is definitely relating to the ideal gas equation. That is because I know in the question that we're talking about temperature, pressure and volume, and those are all related to each other by the ideal gas equation. The question is asking me what happens to the volume, so I'm going to rearrange the equation in terms of volume and make it the subject. So volume is equal to nRT over P. In this instance, N remains the same and R remains the same because it's obviously a constant. So I'm not changing the number of moles, not changing the gas constant. So my V2, which will be my sort of final volume, or you could call it VF, whatever you want to call it, is going to be related to V1, and how it's going to be related, well, those are constants. T is multiplied by 2, so it says the temperature is doubled, so that means that will make my volume increase, and that is because temperature is on the top of the equation. If I increase the temperature, the particles move faster, spread out more, volume increases, and it's directly proportional. But at the same time, the pressure is being multiplied by 4, so that means that my volume will end up 4 times smaller because pressure is on the bottom of the equation and I'm going to be multiplying it by 4. So since my first initial volume is 2 decimeters cubed, it's basically going to be 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 4, which gives me a new volume of 1 decimeter cubed. So I didn't really need to work out moles or anything like that. I can't really work out moles because I don't know what the original temperature is. So a lot of the time you'll get questions like this which will just ask you proportionally what happens to a gas rather than working out absolute numbers of moles. So there are lots of different ways we can use the ideal gas equation. So on this Saturday, I have just a couple of spaces left on my online masterclass, and we will be looking really in detail about the ideal gas equation, particularly about those more big kind of 5-6 mark questions that relate it to molecular formula, empirical formula, etc. So if you want to book on that, I recommend that you message me as soon as possible. And of course there are more exam style questions and explainer videos, including some good calculation ones, on my website, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more A-level chemistry tips and revision materials.